overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. Eight yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A gain of 37. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 97 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll throw again with Pickett. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's Hardman to return. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the 24, Pickett. Pickens on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett going to bootleg it. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Ready up.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, McCaffrey. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett sets up play action. He's got this to Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Pickett, and he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Off play action, Pickett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
A final shot before break. Lance. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They run for it with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Pickett to throw on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Does the big boy have the juice? 30, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it,
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Pickett now on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 142 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw, Pickett. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Check right, Smith red, check pink, Smith yellow, blue check, black one.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
From midfield, here's Lance. Open man is Myers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jacoby Myers, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So Lance and the Niners
down by 2 touchdowns. 24 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it, share it all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He's coming off the bye week, ready to return to the field. It's the Steelers and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
First down, Mayfield. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. Akers back-to-back catches. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarvin Leal fighting through to bring him down that time. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2-2 Atwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since the Friday Night Light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Hardman on the return.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the tight end is certainly positioned. The chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They hand this off to Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run again with Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 49 yards. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Pickett sets up play action. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. This is Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. This is Harris. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Off play action, Pickett. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on first down.
No doubt about that one because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself. And it ended up a big-time loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, the 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Harris will start the drive out. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the give, this is Harris. And some room to roll now. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They run for it with Harris.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power and running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Mayfield to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here's Baker. Open man right side is cut complete. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 21-14. Less than 90 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Pickett. Steps away. He's got Pickens complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
That's going to be... Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Going right back to Akers.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a...
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard even the obstacle with it, that's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Put my heart on the beat.
See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Or that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend. You know the game. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?